Dear students, I hope you all are fine. Today we will be discussing the numerical problems of chapter number 3, and I am your instructor Muhammad Bilal Sadiq. Starting from the first problem, so a vehicle is accelerating at 5 meters per second square under the action of 2500 Newton force. So what is the mass of the vehicle? If you move towards the data portion, so you can see that the acceleration is given to you and it has a value 5 meter per second square. Next data that you are given, that the force, that is 2500 newtons. So now what is required? In the required portion, you need to calculate the mass of the vehicle. So the solution part, from the Newton's second law of motion, we know that F equals to ma. Because we have to find the mass, so I will rearrange this equation and it becomes m equals to F divided by a. If I put the values in the above equation, on the place of F, I have placed the value 2500, and on the place of A, I have placed the value 5, and after solving, I get the result m equals to 500 kg. So that was the end of question number 1. Similarly, if I move to the statement of problem number 2, so given that a boy is holding a mass of 2 kg, how much force is he applying on the book? So first part is that you have to calculate the force that is required to hold the book in the upright position. It means that you have to calculate the force which prevents the book from stopping, that has the mass of 2 kg. Next one, if I move to the next part of the statement, it says that if he moves it up with the acceleration of 3 meters per second square. So if you want to move the book in the upper direction with the acceleration of 3 meters per second square, so how much total force should the boy apply on the book? So if I collect the data from the above statement, so what would be the data? Mass of the book is given to us, it is 2 kg. Acceleration that I need to apply, it is 3 meters per second square. So what is required? So in the required section, I have to calculate first the force applied on the book for holding, and I will call it the force F. Next one, I need to calculate the force applied on the book for moving it up. That is given that you need to move the book with in the upper direction with the acceleration of 3 meter per second square. And next, I need to calculate the total force that the boy is applying to move the book in the upper direction. In the solution part, if I calculate that how much force is required to hold the book upward direction, so again it's similar from Newton's second law of motion. We know that F is equals to W, which is equals to mg. So a boy has to apply the force that must be equal to the weight of the book so that the boy can prevent the book from falling down. If I place the values in the above equation, on the place of m the value is 2, and on the place of g the value is 10. So the total answer of that force would be 20 Newton. So it means that the boy has to apply 20 Newton force in order to prevent the book from falling. Next, I will calculate the value of force F1, which is required to only move the book upward with an acceleration of 3 meters per second square. So for moving the book up, we have to apply a force that produces acceleration, which is given by again Newton's law, and it is equals to F1, which is equals to m multiplied by a. Putting the values, it would be F1 is equals to, on the place of m I have placed the value 2, and on the place of a acceleration I have placed the value 3. So total force would be F1, that is equals to 6 newtons. Next, I need to calculate the total force. The total force that is required to move the book upward, it must be equals to the total weight of the book plus the force that you apply to move the book upward. So total force would be 20 Newton plus 6 Newton. The total force of the boy should be 20 Newton in order to move it up with an upward acceleration of 3 meters per second square. In the next problem, a girl of mass 30 kg. So it is the mass of the girl is running with the velocity of 4 meters per second. So the velocity of the girl is 4 meter per second. The question that is required to you, it is that find the momentum of the girl. So in the data section we have the mass of the girl that is represented by small m, and its value is 30 kg. Next one is the velocity of the girl, and velocity of the girl is being represented here with the small v, and it is equals to 4 meter per second. We are only taking the magnitude of velocity here. So next one is what is required to you. You need to calculate the momentum that is represented by capital P. So solution, as we know, the relation of momentum is P, that is equals to mv. Putting the values in the equation, I will get P equals to 30 multiplied by 4, and the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. So the total answer of the momentum is P is equals to 120 kilogram meters per second. So that is the answer of problem number 3. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for your precious time. And if you have any query, please do let me know in the comment section, and stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you so much.